What's up, Bremerton? Josh Farley from the Kitsap Sun here. This is the Bremerton Beat Blast. We're out at Naval Avenue Elementary, and I'm with the Bremerton Citizens Auxiliary Patrol. And as usual, I've got 5 things that you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 on our list today is the remodel is complete for the Fred Meyer in East Bremerton. I spoke with Axel Stracklejohn, who's the store manager, about all the things that the $10.2 million overhaul provides.
We've been working very, very hard here for 7 months now, remodeling this facility. It's 204,000 square feet. We've invested over $10.2 million in this entire facility, really going back to the customer and the community. And as you get inside the building, you'll see some of those great amenities we've added this year. We've got fresh sushi every day, top pot donuts, boar's head, meats and cheeses, which is a very high quality meat and cheese from back east. We've already had over 100 feet of wine. Now we've got over 200 feet of wine. Beer categories have expanded greatly. At the end of the day, it's the customer that wins and the community that wins, getting a great new facility that provides basically a one-stop shop experience with very high-quality products.
Story number 2 on the Bremerton Beat Blast is about the Bremerton Police Department's Auxiliary Patrol. Now, this group of people goes around the community and they serve as a kind of eyes and ears for the police department. I spoke with Catherine Weigel, who's a volunteer for them, about why she was out at Naval Avenue this morning and what she thinks the Auxiliary Patrol brings to the table here in Bremerton.
The Bremerton Citizens Auxiliary Patrol was tasked with coming out and bringing awareness to the safety of the children while they're walking to school. And they did slow down for us today. They saw our shirts and the crossing guards were really appreciative of us. We do things that police don't have time to do. We just drive around patrol. We check if you are on vacation, we can come by your house and do a vacation check.
Story number 3 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is about the newest ferry, the Chimacum. It's been constructed in Vigor shipyards. It's largely completed in terms of its construction, and early next year it will become a part of the Seattle to Bremerton run. I spoke with Governor Jay Inslee about what it will be like to have the Bremerton run have the nicest boat in the fleet.
I think I'm going to come ride to Bremerton just so I can ride the Chimacum. This is a beautiful boat. The people at Bremerton have been so part of our maritime culture. You know, I've got a piece of the Kalakala on my desk, and that used to run to Bremerton in World War II. We want the Chimacum to run to Bremerton for decades in peacetime. This is going to be really exciting.
Story number 4 on the Bremerton Beat Blast is about our return trip home from the Chimacum christening. We went through the ticket line, we bought our ticket, and lo and behold, it said we were headed to Bainbridge Island. I politely protested with the ticket taker. He said, nope, it's too late. I've already purchased your ticket to Bainbridge Island, and unfortunately, this is a problem that many of you have dealt with before. State Ferries officials say that it is important for the ticket taker to accurately reflect where the car is going, whether it's going to Bainbridge Island or Bremerton, as they plot the future of the ferry system. I asked the ticket taker if there was anything that he could do, and he promised me that the next 2 cars in line would be marked down as going to Bremerton regardless of their destination. And finally, story number 5 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is something that you might have seen outside of the Goodwill recently. This bike really resembles Big Bird from Sesame Street, don't you think? Well, I found out that a woman that recently returned from the Burning Man Festival in Nevada named Joyce Campbell, she actually brought the bike there right outside of the Goodwill off of Wheaton Way and left it there. That's the rest of the story. Joyce wanted to give the bike away. She said she did not put a note on it. She said she wanted someone in the community to have the bike for themselves. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.